Full nightclubs, no masks, and certainly no room for social distancing in Miami this weekend. A packed stadium in Texas for the Canelo Alvarez vs. Billy Joe Saunders fight on Saturday, where over 70,000 people watched and no masks were required.
We're good to go.
Meanwhile, here in Ontario, we're preparing to hunker down for an extra 2 weeks as the province is said to be planning to extend the lockdown.
About a year ago, we were looking over the fence to the south and making fun of the raging dumpster fire that we saw down there.
Epidemiologist Tim Sly says the U.S. has certainly rebounded since then and have since fully vaccinated about 33% of their adult population. Canada lags far behind, with only 2% of those 18 plus here fully vaccinated. While the vaccine rollout in the States is impressive, Sly says the U.S. won't keep moving at this pace.
The first 50% of the population are easy.
And it's already starting to show. The 7-day average of COVID vaccines administered in the U.S. has fallen to below 2 million a day, the lowest it's been since the beginning of March. Some mass vaccination centers are closing too because fewer people are showing up for their shot. McMaster University professor John Colarusso is a dual citizen who was born and raised in the U.S. He says Americans, by nature, don't like restrictions.
Very deeply built into the American psyche because certain areas particularly, they have still a kind of pioneer mentality to the extent that these people often feel they don't need government.
The roars have returned in golf.
And as Americans packed the course for the Wells Fargo Championship in North Carolina this weekend, golf courses and other outdoor sports are still not allowed in Ontario.
People are desperate to get into various activities. We're trying to look at how we might do that in a safe way.
But Dr. David Williams says the issue with group sports is that people usually hang out together before or afterwards. When it comes to our southern neighbors, Sly says it's natural to be jealous, but we need to keep our focus steady here at home.
And as long as we hold the course that we're doing right now, and we should see, I think, a beginning to be a downturn by midsummer. Hopefully by the end of summer, we'll see something we can say, well, we're almost at the end of this now.
Kelly Botelho, CHCH News.